Long John said something. He said the previous government does not want to take the negatives, but want to take positives. But also, he also forgets that he doesn't want to give the positives to them, but wants to give them the negatives.
If I gave that scenario, you should understand it from the context. And the context I was speaking on was you told me that NPP said they started it. Is that not what he said? Then I said they should also accept dumsor started from their era.
No,
all right. So why are you saying I don't want to give to them, I want to take from them?
Okay. Welcome back to the show. This is still Entertainment Guide here on DGN TV. My name is Prudent himself. I'm here with my guys. Long John the blogger and Yabudu Ibuafo. Of course, today we have a lot of conversations to have with regards to entertainment industry. With our day-to-day activities here in the country. And one of the most important things that always comes up when it comes to national conversation, is the Cedi against, the foreign currency, especially the dollar. And there's a big conversation around it. This was one of the things that sprang up the build-up to the last elections. And we've seen the Cedi gain a lot of momentum. Fighting the dollar here and there. And of course, it's a good thing for us. And the young people in Ghana who are doing businesses are very excited about that. So we'll be having a conversation about it and many others. So please, welcome, and please tell a friend to tune in. It's about to get interesting here on the show. Long John, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing very well, bro.
Great. Yeah, I'd say.
I'm good.
Great. Quickly, let's start off the conversation with the dollar Cedi. It's a big conversation, and we definitely have to share a bit on it. Yeah. John Mahama has delivered. Can we say that?
That is delivered.
Yes.
We can't say he's delivered. We can say he's delivering.
Okay.
Yes, because it's a process.
Oh.
We've not ended at a point. Because in as much as yes, the Cedi is appreciating against the dollar, it's still not at a place where it's stable.
Okay.
When it gets to the point where it's stable and it's stagnant for a while, then we know that we've reached.
Okay.
Because any moment in time, things change and it can affect goods and services. Because now you don't know whether you are selling now or buying now, or whether it will go down, it won't go down. So when we get to the point of stability, then we can have the conversation of okay, he delivered for the period in time, and hopefully he will continue to deliver on that mandate till the end of his tenure. How do you get? But it's for most it's exciting.
True.
Because now people are able to purchase stuff cheaper. Things that you used to buy at $15, up some people $16. Now it's 10 point something. So now it's relatively cheaper to, let's say, for we the creatives to kind of subscribe for Apple Music. It's cheaper to do YouTube. It's cheaper to do Netflix. It's cheaper to do sponsored ads compared to previously. And for people who usually buy goods from outside, it's beneficial to them, and that's the beauty of it.
Great.
But on another side too, it's affected a lot of business in the sense that, especially I'm using the creative space because I'm in the creative space. Like let's say people who are expecting money, some advance in dollars. Right now, based on the current rate, the plans they had planned, the machines they wanted to build, no, the amount is down. It has reduced. For the fact that I give me a cheaper language to even come and say, Charlie, the calculations you do as you come down, they affect them. Because those things Kwame Eugene. Talk say the business and things right now you affect because artists get paid in dollars from streams. So if you are getting $500, you know that you're getting like 6,500. Now you are getting less than that.
Exactly.
That's what you get. So it's in a way that has affected the dynamics of the mathematics of the business, because if we plan to do marketing in dollars, now when the dollar come, ideally you know that we won't pay DJs in dollars, you pay them in CDs. Right now that dollar has reduced, so the amount of money you have to kind of do the work, you no longer have the same level. Unfortunately, if you're on a bigger label, it is dollar that they'll give you. Whatever you do, it is dollar. They don't come and say because the dollar has gone down in your country, so we'll give you CD equivalent. No, they'll give you dollar equivalent. So it's made it a bit difficult in that aspect. But in terms of the economy, yes, it shows strength in our economy. But like I think President Mahama has said, it can't go drastically down to, because it's going to collapse your imports, like your exports. People will not like to come to your country to purchase stuff because now it's expensive in their heads.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that they find the perfect balance that it goes, so hopefully 5 cities. So that, yes, hopefully 5 cities, because we have things to buy.
Exactly.
Yes, we have things to buy. We have cars to buy and things.
Yeah.
At that rate, import duty goes down.
Yeah.
Now, vase can come back to original price, because the way now,
It did, yeah.
vase they go 60 to 80,000 for VAT.
Yeah.
Was problematic.
Yeah, somewhere
So-
even 100,000.
Yes, it was very problematic.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I know how to force the lesson.
Yeah.
5 city range, at least if we did that chair, maybe to the end of the year.
True.
Yes, we go fit do more things.
Exactly.
Then
All right, we'll talk about the goods and services. I mean, the pricing of stuff in our marketplaces. But Long John, are you excited about the dollar and the CD conversation?
I think it's one of the most laudable idea that coined the name Ato is actually forcing, because
and Afenyo is marking.
And Afenyo isn't part of the comb. We are not please. We are not in parliament to shout, please. Let's respect ourselves.
Oh, what do you mean?
We are talking about real people
Doing
the work and not people shouting in parliament. You see, the whole discussion is these are people that, of course, we saw how for over 8 years a certain party came in power, and all they could tell us was Russia-Ukraine war, COVID-19, Russian-Ukraine war. They can't do anything about the economy. Every economy has been shattered by it. And then we have someone come into position, and in less than 8 months, or 6 months, right?
Yeah.
6 months. They are doing the unthinkable, taking $1 to a cedi that was 17 cedi at the time, down to 10 cedis. As at now, I think we have to give the President John Dramani Mahama a resounding round of applause, because I believe he's done very well, and his awesome staff, which are the, how do you call it?
The finance
minister and the other ministers that are doing great.
The Bank of Ghana.
The Bank of Ghana, and then even the director of the Bank of Ghana. Because he's also put out a directive that...
the governor.
He's the governor.
The governor of the Bank of Ghana, he's put out a directive that no institution should deal in transacting dollars in Ghana here.
Yeah.
Yes, and you see, these are some of the things we were calling for.
But you see, the way the dollar the real estate people were charging the 100,000.
They have now
converted into CDs.
You see, yes. You see, the thing is, now we are putting a lot of strength in the CDs. So at that rate, nobody will advise you to charge in CDs.
Yeah.
But you see, when we start doing I also like to applaud the whole gold board committee and what's the name? Those who make up that board. I want to applaud them for the good work, because
what did they do?
I believe it is that setup that caused a makeshift in the system. Because for now, if not for nothing at all, they have recorded a historic gold export in April 2025, earning nearly $900 million US.
So you think that is the policy that has helped?
That is the policy, and this is in the reserve of Ghana. So before, $900 million, individual gold export and import companies were earning this money for themselves. But now you have to buy from government of Ghana. Okay. So this is in the coffers of Ghana,
not
private individuals.
Oh.
So imagine how much we have lost in this process had we put this thing in place longest time.
But according to the former administration, they've said that they've already started this processes. I mean,
bro, the truth of the matter is what they were doing. They were transacting. They brought the gold for the gold trade. So we bring gold. You see, when you are dealing with foreign countries and those stuff, the dollar is what they use to transact business. But they wanted to change it. It's not any dollar. We will use gold for some of the transaction. So, for instance, if we need crude oil from maybe, let's say, Dubai, we will actually give you gold in exchange instead of dollar. You understand? So that was what they brought on board.
But was that also helping? Maybe it might not be as drastic. I'm coming.
Yeah.
It might not be as drastic as what
the truth is. If it helped, we would have seen it in our cities.
Because
in our cities, right? If it helped, we would have seen
according
it.
To them,
but this we are seeing
the
it.
The dollar was on the verge of, coming down before they left office.
It's a lie.
It's a lie.
You and I were in the country. You see, one thing we should allow people to understand is, when someone is doing something good, we shouldn't try to make it look like, if it is the good one, you want to accept it. But when we tell you dumsor was during your era, you don't want to accept it.
Okay,
you understand? Right. They should accept the fact that yes, this government have placed in good mechanism.
I think that they have said that.
No, I've not heard it anywhere. Oh, they want to justify they started everything, but they don't want to accept the bad ones that started in their days.
In their time.
You understand? They should create a balance so we can also support. But the thing is, the youth, they should understand that the youth, we are seeing everything.
Okay.
So it is not about you come to sit on TV or radio and try to change the narrative. You can't change the narrative. We are seeing it. Yeah. This last 5 months, you see what Mahama has done. Yes, and Mahama has, you see, the dollar, the Cedi has been rising above the dollar consistently. So if he didn't know what he was doing, and you know, the funny part is, was it the Minister of Energy?
Yeah, what's his name?
He came out, Jenapo.
Okay, that's the
name. He came out to actually speak on how Ato Fortin gave him an assurance that he's going to keep the Cedi at 10 Cedi, 11 Cedi, somewhere like that, so they can be able to travel. You see, they should tell you that these people know what they are about.
Oh.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So the narrative being churned out there that it is a surprise that Cedi is doing wonders and it will come down anytime. Trust me.
Many people have
if you have the right mind, it's not about. There's two things. We have people who know book about the economy, and we have people who can actually practicalize what they've learned.
All right.
And now we know who knows on road and who knows the book.
All right.
That's it.
All right. Many people have said that the dollar naturally is not doing well globally, and that is the results that we are getting in Ghana. Yeah, what do you have to say about this?
I have a lot to say about that thing.
No, so here's the thing. Long John is not an economist.
Oh yeah, he's not an economist.
Yes, I mean,
guys,
I'm not an economist.
Long John is not an economist.
So we
are just sharing our opinions.
Yes, you speak
based
from
on forensic analysis
from a layman's point of view, perspective. You see, Long John said something. He said the previous government does not want to take the negatives, but want to take positives. Mm-hmm. But also, he also forgets that he doesn't want to give the positives to them, but wants to give them the negatives. Per his statement.
Okay, this guy is very unfair.
No, because
he's unfair.
He's very, very unfair.
Why is he unfair? Why is he unfair?
This is being biased.
Why is he being biased?
I mean, if I made if I gave that scenario, you should understand it from the context. And the context I was speaking on was you told me that NPP said they started it. Is that not what you said? Then I said they should also accept doing so started from their era. No problem.
All right.
So why are you saying I don't want to give to them, I want to take from them?
Okay. Yeah, make your point. Sorry.
Because if you understand the dynamics, you realize that the reserves, the gold reserves of this country has risen a substantial amount. Can't get to see what the previous government did by buffering our gold reserves. And I think even Joy FM did a report where they realized that I think not even more than 1 ton has been added by the current government.
Okay.
So far, which should be verified. You get it. Yes, I agree, and we all agree that if it happens in your era, you are the one who deserves credit.
Yeah.
It's as simple as ABCD. Even if the process started in 2024 and the benefit is appearing in 2025, it is the current government in power which is ending it. And I also remember when the president said, yes, when he stated that sometimes you don't need to do much, good leadership can change a lot. And when I heard that, I believed it, because if you look at the government in the NPP government the last 2 years, it became very unpopular. There were a lot of uncertainties, especially last year being an election year, brought in a lot of worries, especially for foreign investments.
Yes.
And all, you get it. So getting in a new leader kind of pumps the energy of the economy, because people have renewed hope.
Wow.
People,
for investors, I mean.
Yeah, especially not even for investors, but even the people themselves. Because even the people themselves, there's renewed energy, there's renewed, especially in the first year, because everybody wants to kind of rally behind and see what the new government will be able to kind of project. You get it. So all those trigger confidence, especially in the economy. And also, to answer the question, we all have also realized the fall of the dollar in terms of
the tariff.
some of the That's what I'm saying. You are not an economist, so it's understandable that you say challenge. And a lot of people are not economists, so they will not understand this, like how things work when it comes to this stuff.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a lie when the government said the Ukraine-Russian war had affected something, because you import and export things to certain people. When those routes are blocked, it affects your income. You get it. So it's understandable. And we also have seen the tariff war that's happening. We've also seen how the Chinese are also trying to consolidate themselves. And you're also seeing BRICS, which is trying to move away from the dollar being the central point of the marketing to a different source of currency. You get it. And all these coming together, a favorable government means the light bulb. It means people are confident in the Ghanaian economy. Put together by, I think, measures that also the government has put in place.
Yes.
You get it. So it happens because at a point in time, you need to take certain stands that will help you achieve your financial goals. So in as much as, yes, the tariff war has helped in the city appreciating, the tariff war has not helped other countries appreciate, especially Nigeria. Their naira keeps depreciating, and there's the same tariff war. So that's what I'm saying. It's all the glory will go to the government in power. Will go to the finance ministry led by Ato Forsen, and we'll go to all the initiatives that they've done for the dollar to keep depreciating against the cedi. So kudos to them. No excuse would be able to diminish the achievement they've been able to achieve this past 4 months. And my hope is they'll continue to achieve it and sustain it, because I know there are predictions that it might go back to 15. They should disappoint the haters. And at the end of the day, they will get their praise. Nobody will need to come and say anything.
Long, I wanted to say something about the American dollar already.
You see,
not doing well globally.
I honestly like to shy away from this kind of conversation because, first of all, we have neighboring African countries that are proving that the dollar is even performing better in their country.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's beating their currency.
Bad governance.
Please.
What is? He's agreeing with you.
And you see, with everything you are saying, you agree. One thing that brought excitement and joy to my soul was the fact that you said in the last 2 years, your government.
It's our government.
Let's respect ourselves, please. Your government didn't do things right.
Which government?
I think we need to clarify something.
Okay.
Between the three of us sitting here, I'm not a card-bearing member of any political party.
Okay.
I know someone who is a card-bearing member of a political party.
I also don't know any of them.
Well, me, I know. Somebody is. So if you come and you say your party, your government, then it is...
You know someone who wore a reflector?
Oh, yes.
And campaigned. Have you been seen campaigning?
It has a card-bearing member of a political party. Me, I don't have a card. I'm not
so please be careful with the address.
This West Africa, okay. No, there are other neighboring countries that are struggling with the dollar.
Of course.
And you see, that's what I'm saying. If you are a serious student, you're a serious student.
It's okay.
No, please, let me finish. If you're a serious student, why do you want me to say what is in your mind? It is my opinion.
Finish.
If you're a serious student, you're a serious student. We have a good government working things out.
I agree.
And you're trying to make it look like, because of what other countries are suffering.
Yeah.
With the same dollar. So if you want to use the yasek, the dollar is also dropping. According to, is it a global something like that?
Info analytics.
There's this Bloomberg. Ghana cedi is the best performing cities in the world.
No, currency.
Yes, currently. It's the best.
You said best performing cedi, and I'm saying best performing currency.
Oh, God.
Say it again.
Ghana cedi currently is the best performing currency in the world.
Exactly.
Now, let's say the dollar and a Pascal ABBR. Why in the world?
Wow.
It is not just about good governance, but right structures.
Exactly.
Financial, the think tanks that know the economy.
Isn't that good governance?
Oh, God.
All right. Thank you very much, guys, for joining us on this conversation. It's always a pleasure to have you guys here.